So imagine a boss, an employer who is trying to give his best to his employees. He's trying to give them the best infrastructure he can. He's trying to pay them on time, fairly, as long as he can. And this employer is trying to do whatever he can eh, at his best. But in return, what are his employees doing? The employees might be working or stealing or robbing him out of his money. How? They're doing the work which can be done in 1 hour. They're taking to complete that work 6 hours. They're robbing that person like that. They might be selling the information of the business to the competition. They might be using the resources this person is providing for the benefit of the company. They're using the employees might be using this for their individual personal gains or personal benefits. So this is one type. This is one form. This is one scenario where injustice is happening to the boss, the CEO, the owner of the company. On the other hand, you have this person. Let's talk about an individual person. You have this person who is really working hard, honestly, always on time. He's always on time. He is finishing his work before the deadlines. He is or she is a wonderful person, an honest person. He doesn't compromise on his principles of ethics and justice. But when the time of promotion came, someone else was considered who wasn't qualified. Why? Because he has connections in the board members or something like that. You have that case also. You have that scenario also of injustice. So injustice happens from both sides, from where the owner of the company is a victim, and on in some cases, or in on other side of the world, where employees are the victim of injustice. The purpose of this video was to convey, to urge, to request everyone, the employer and the employee both, that balance and justice could not be established if I and you don't try to implement that in our personal lives. See, this cosmic world has an order. This cosmic world, the universe, and everything. There is a signature of Allah in the universe. And that signature, the signature of Allah is balance. Allah has balanced everything. Everything. So if we humans start cheating on other people, we start misusing, abusing other people, be it an employer or employee, we are going against the cosmic order Allah has placed in this universe. We are unjust. Everyone has to do their part. The employer has to be just when dealing with the employees. The employees have to be just when dealing with the employer. The employer must not be underpaying his employees. He must not be putting so much load on his employees, which was not the part of the contract when they were signing up for the job. You cannot be forcing someone to work hard above their pay grade. And those of us who are working in a company, or those of us who are employee, see, I know have their justifications. People have their justification that, yeah, I am taking long time in doing the work. I deserve that. Why? Because my employees is not promoting me. He is holding back my bonuses. He's not giving me my money my on time, or I'm not getting the money which I should be getting. And people have their justifications, and there are many times where their justifications are true. But still, my friend, you try to be good from your side. Doesn't matter what a person is doing on the other side. Because of someone else's bad behavior, or because someone else's evil behavior, you shouldn't be becoming an evil person. You shouldn't be doing that because someone else is in darkness. That shouldn't pull you in darkness too. And yes, we should fight against injustice. We should fight against corruption. We should be fighting against all those things. I'm with you. But that should be done in a proper order, not by stealing and by selling information to the competitor, or by all those unethical ways. We shouldn't be doing that. The purpose of this video was to make myself and you aware about the injustice that happens in the corporate world, that happens in the workplaces. There are all kind of injustice happen over there. Their politics, I mean, the politics of the corporate world is so intense. I mean, the employee who is licking on his manager keeps getting in promoted, and he gets to do whatever he wants. And the person who is working honestly, but he doesn't have any connection to the board members, he just keep working and working and working and working for years, not receiving any bonus, not receiving any promotion, and that is painful. That is painful. That is painful from the side of a employer if his employees are cheating him when he is trying to be the best to his employee, and that is painful on the side of employees when they're not getting justice in their workplaces. It is painful. We have to raise the awareness, we have to raise the understanding that everyone has to be just in every part of their life. In every part of their life, we need to have this sense of justice in ourselves, that doesn't matter where we are, where we are, doesn't matter where we are. We have to establish justice. We cannot be treating someone unfairly. We cannot be treating someone in a bad way, in a bad conduct. We cannot be abusing or using someone in a wrong way. We cannot be we cannot be bad towards people. Those are human beings. We cannot be separating people out of race and gender, and I mean, there should be no discrimination. People should be awarded or rewarded based on merit, not based on connections or based on how much they know or they don't in terms of board members and politics. And there is a lot of politics out there on in the workplaces where the person who gets to some level of position where he has the control of the rest of employees, he become a pharaoh or she becomes a pharaoh. I have seen such people who wouldn't let you work best for the company in fear that they might lose their position and you might get a promotion. Your supervisor, your manager would, the bad ones, will never want you to be doing your best for the company because that hurts their position. It happens. I mean, I've seen people in Islamic schools. I've seen the principal of Islamic schools being so politically driven that they wouldn't let anyone who is better than them come and do the job in the school. They wouldn't let them get the job. And I have seen such people. I'm not talking about rumors. I'm not talking about rumors. I've seen this happening in front of me where a person was not given the job because the principal feared their chair, their position. That if this person might, this person came into the school, my position, my reputation, my aura will decrease. Or I might lose my chair, I might lose my position. And this happens in the corporate world everywhere. Where these managers, these supervisors, these people don't let the other people work best for the company. Why? Because if these people started working their best, these supervisors and manager might lose their position and power, and they don't want that to happen. So they're not working honestly for the company. They're working for themselves. They don't care about what's happening with the company. Is the company profitable or not? Is the company growing or not? Is the company scalable or not? Is the company moving forward or not? Is the company evolving or not? They don't care. They care about themselves, whether I am in a position of power or not, whether I get to control the decisions of the company or not, whether I am the person who decide who will do the job and who wouldn't do the job, who will get the job, who wouldn't get the job, who will get the promotion, who will get the bonuses. I should be the one who should be deciding. I should have the control. These are the unjust, corrupt people sitting in the company who are hurting the owner of the company. And the owner of the company trusted these people with a position so that they should be working honestly for the benefit of the company. But these people are the very people who are hurting the company. There's so much talks nowadays of these startups where the youth don't want to be a part of the big company because of the corporate politics. They want to be a part of the small startup because they have the freedom to speak over there. While in the big companies, this person who is sitting in the chair, they wouldn't let anyone speak above their voice. Is that not hurting the owner of the company? Is that not hurting the books of the company? That is. And what will happen if these very people sitting on the position, if these very people, these corrupt, unjust people, the company went in loss or some recession, they'll switch to a job like that. They'll kick the company, they'll join the competition, and they'll sell the information of the company to that competitor. Is that not injustice? You are literally destroying an entire corporation for your personal benefit. And majority of the time, it's not about even about money. People think that the person is only want to earn money. It's not always money. It's about power. It's about control. It's about making decision. It's about having a say. That's what it is. Oh, this person, he said this. No, that wouldn't be done. What I say will be done. Doesn't matter how good he is and how bad I am. I'm the person in control. Every person in the workplace has to have a sense of justice. Every person should be working honestly. Honestly. If you signed up for the job, you better be the best. You better be the best in that job. Don't rob the company out of its equity. And for the employer, please don't rob the employees. Please don't suck their blood. Don't suck the blood out of their bodies. These are human beings. Human beings. I hope this video helps. All I wanted to say was every person, doesn't matter in what position they are, if it's the owner of the company, if it's the manager, if it's the employee, even if it's the janitor, everyone has to have a sense of justice. Everyone should be cooperating with each other. That's what a just company is. You can only have a good, nourishing, and flourishing company when people are working over there honestly. And by people, I include the owner of the company. The owner is trying his best to give the best to his employees. The manager is trying their best to give the best to the company and to the people who are under him. The employees are trying to do the best they can for the company. Everyone is trying the best with honesty. That's justice. Imagine a company like that. Imagine a corporation like that. We need to have corporations, we need to have sectors, we need to have departments which make sure that justice is getting established in the companies. Have a department of justice in your company, in your corporation. Even if it's a single person, and that person themselves have to be just, of course. I hope this video helps.